The CAS decision-making process assists the commander and staff in developing the CAS portion of a fire support plan, and is a continuous three-phase cycle, planning, preparation, and execution, that has been tailored for joint fire support and focused specifically on CAS. The 5 steps in the CAS planning phase are 1. Receipt of mission and preparation for mission analysis. 2. Mission analysis. 3. Course of action development. 4. Course of action analysis and wargaming. 5. Orders production. CAS has several planning considerations. Among these are the following. CAS can support shaping, close and joint security area operations, as well as offensive, defensive, and stability operations. CAS planners must account for the enemy's disposition, composition, order of battle, capabilities, and likely courses of action, and consider the available command and control, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance in CAS aircraft assets. Terrain can affect communications and visual line of sight for identifying the target and/or aircraft. Ceiling and visibility may affect the decision to employ low, medium, or high altitude tactics. Darkness and weather can impose several limitations on CAS employment. Time considerations include time necessary to plan the mission and air tasking order cycle cutoff times for pre-planned requests. Collateral damage risk to civilians, civilian structures, and properties associated with CAS attacks. There are 2 types of CAS requests: pre-planned and immediate. Pre-planned requests may be filled with either scheduled or on-call air missions, while most immediate requests are filled by diverting pre-planned missions or with on-call missions. Only those air support requests submitted in sufficient time to be included in the Joint Air Tasking Cycle planning phases and supported on the air tasking order are considered pre-planned requests. Immediate requests arise from situations that develop outside the air tasking order planning cycle. Because these requirements cannot be identified early on, tailored ordnance loads, sensors, or platforms may not be available for specified targets. The CAS preparation phase consists of activities by the unit before execution to improve its ability to conduct operations. Preparation includes, but is not limited to, rehearsals, pre-combat, communications checks, and movement. One of the most overlooked aspects of maneuver and fire support planning is the rehearsal. It provides attendees the opportunity to visualize the battle, ensure total comprehension of the plan, promote responsiveness, and identify areas of confusion, friction, or conflict that may have been overlooked. During the preparation phase, and often in conjunction with the pre-combat inspections, communication links are checked and verified. This ensures that primary and backup voice and digital systems are checked, crypto material is current, time is synchronized, and code words, brevity codes, authenticators, passwords, and call signs are available and current. During the preparation phase of an operation, most tactical air control party operations require movement to forward assembly areas, observation posts, or battle positions. The air officer, air liaison officer ensures tactical air control party movement is in accordance with the maneuver unit's observation plan. CAS execution begins with a target nomination from the supported commander and involves 2 processes that are continuous and overlapping in nature: Joint Terminal Attack Controller Operations Center coordination and CAS target engagement. A Joint Terminal Attack Controller, commonly referred to as JTAC, is a qualified, certified service member who, from a forward position, directs the action of combat aircraft engaged in CAS and other air operations. A Forward Air Controller Airborne, commonly referred to as FAC-A, is a specifically trained and qualified aviation officer who exercises control from the air of aircraft and indirect fires engaged in close air support of ground troops. a certified and qualified JTAC or FAC-A will be recognized across the DoD as capable and authorized to perform terminal attack control. CAS aircraft tactics are ever-changing and must be adapted to the specific situation. JTACs or FAC-As must be familiar with these as well as advanced CAS tactics. Aircrew will ultimately decide aircraft tactics, but must ensure the tactics used fall within any constraints issued by the JTAC or FAC-A. It is critical for JTACs and Combat Operations Center, Tactical Operations Center elements to coordinate their efforts prior to each CAS engagement. Key issues such as battle tracking, target nomination, airspace deconfliction and coordination, synchronization, weapons release authority, tactical risk assessment, types of terminal attack control, and which JTAC or FAC-A will provide terminal attack control must be clearly understood. Only through effective coordination can the CAS team achieve the supported commander's objectives for CAS successfully. While theaters or specific commands may have unique requirements, JTACs, FAC-As, CAS aircrews, and fire supporters should be familiar with the standard formats used in passing key information between CAS participants. This begins with CAS aircraft check-in procedures, providing situation updates, and includes following standard tactics, techniques, and procedures during final attack control. There are 3 types of terminal attack control. Type 1 control is used when the JTAC must visually acquire the attacking aircraft and the target for each attack. Type 2 control is used when the JTAC requires control of individual attacks and any or all of these conditions exist. JTAC is unable to visually acquire the attacking aircraft at weapons release. JTAC is unable to visually acquire the target, and/or the attacking aircraft is unable to acquire the mark or target prior to weapons release. Type 3 control is used when the JTAC requires the ability to provide clearance for multiple attacks within a single engagement subject to specific attack restrictions, and any or all of these conditions exist. JTAC is unable to visually acquire the attacking aircraft at weapons release. JTAC is unable to visually acquire the target, and/or the attacking aircraft is unable to acquire the mark or target prior to weapons release. This concludes the Joint Publication 3-09.3 Close Air Support Executive Summary Podcast. For more information on this or other Joint Doctrine publications, refer to the Joint Electronic Library at www.dtic.mil/doctrine. U.S. military professionals may access the primary authoritative source of Joint Doctrine, education, training, and related information on the Joint Doctrine Education and Training Electronic Information System portal at https://jadis.js.mil.